Hi there. You're in my zinnia garden. And so I thought I would cut some zinnias and we'd make a little flower arrangement, which I've been doing for the past 2.5 months. I haven't had to buy any flowers. So I've got 30 feet of zinnias here and coreopsis and cosmo. This is the cosmo flower. These are the zinnias, all by seed, all by seed. Unbelievable colors. So we're going to cut into these and fill up a few vases. And so when you cut into your uh, plants like this flower here, I look to see if there's three of them coming up. Otherwise, I get right down to it. Now there's a flower coming right here. It's going to start. So with that one, I'm going to cut on an angle, and I'm just going to take that and put it in my basket. And we're going to continue like that, depending on what. Here's another real pretty one. There's a flower coming here. If you can get this angle, there's flowers coming. Now, if you keep cutting them, they will keep blooming till frost. So we're going to take that one. Okay. And I think I just lost a flower. I think I'll put the basket down. Okay, so I'm going to go in here because I see a real pretty pink one. And I'm going to look for where the next flower might be coming. I'm going to give it a, cut it on an angle. Isn't that beautiful? That's what I love about them. They're all so different. They're all so different. Now I'm going to go over here. Here's a nice red one. Look at this one. You want to zoom in on this, Charmaine? She's helping me today because I thought I can't walk around. So there, look at this. Tell me if I'm in love with these flowers, and that's why I created this garden. Uh, I had just plain old grass growing and lots of weeds, and I did a no-dig garden. And within 8 months, I had the most beautiful ground, and so I just planted seeds. And I planted this late May. Would you believe? Late May. So you got June. By July, I've been cutting flowers and making little bouquets for people. Here's a real pretty one. Look at this, orange as could be. Glowing orange. I can't tell you what the butterflies that I have here, although today it's very overcast, so they don't seem to be buzzing around. And the pink. And look at this. Now, you can see here, this is really a good view because here's a flower. Here's a flower. You see how this one is right in the middle? And that's the one I'm going to take. On an angle, you cut. I want to take this orange one. Let's go here. Let's see, invest. I'm going to put this down for a minute. Here are potential flowers right here. See that? And this one, this orange one, is right smack in the middle. I'm just going to put my scissor in there and go on an angle. How about that? Now let's see. I like this. Here's a good one. You've got two flowers coming, potential flowers, one on each side. Oh, they're hi, Mr. Bumblebee. Just please don't bother me. Okay. Pretend I'm not here. So I'm going to cut that one off. And then this is coreopsis. And I love them. Why? Because they just move in the breeze. And they're so pretty, so delicate. So we're going to take another two from here so we can make some pretty arrangements. What better place to be is but right in the middle of these cosmos. This is a furry little plant, and it just moves in the wind. These are kind of neat too. Cleomes. One little baby plant must have been about that big, is all this. But I want to tell you about the cosmo. So I was deadheading. Now here, you see this here? This is the end of the flower. 10 zillion seeds in this little thing. I'm going to put that in a paper bag. But I'm going to cut this back, and I'm going to put that in my arrangement. So now, let's see what we have right here, for instance. I want to put some in an arrangement. And so I'm going to cut that. And let's see. See, these are little flower buds, so I hate to go there. here's something that you would deadhead originally, but I'm not going to do that today. I must have had 2 containers full. Let's go on this side here, and let's see. We'll take some of these. We'll put them in some little vases, just like that. But they are so lovely. And if we come back this way, we have some moss roses here. They are the sweetest little plant. And you know what? Don't water these so much. When I started watering too much, they weren't blooming for me. And so that was the reason. Too much water. They don't really like a lot of water. So now when you come in here, you can come in close. Here's a flower that's spent. And I'm going to cut that off down where I'm supposed to, in between the 2 flowers that are potential. And I put this in a paper bag and it dries. And let me tell you, zillions and zillions of seeds will just come out of it. This is all seeds. So we'll just put that in our basket. But I was deadheading yesterday, and I took a lot of flowers. Lot of flowers that were all spent. Today we're gonna, here's another one, see? So we're gonna just cut that down. Wow, this is a big one. All the way down, so real nice. Some of these are, I'm not quite 5 feet, hate to admit it, but you know, some of them are almost 6 feet tall. So look at this. This is 1, 2, 3 potential flowers. Cut them on an angle. Cut them on an angle. And now what we're going to do is take some of these and make a little bouquet. So see you soon. Hi there. I thought I'd show you the hyacinth bean that I planted up against the brick wall here. We had some ivy growing and it all got just crazy. We had to take it down, and so now I just planted all kinds of tomato plants, some herbs, and of course I planted this annual. It's a hyacinth bean, and it has the most, now I know why they rave around about the flower. It's a lovely flower, and if you zoom in, Charmaine, I want to show them. Here's the little bean right there, and then this adorable little flower. It's just delightful. Hi there. We're going to start making a nice bouquet. And what I did is I arranged a bunch of different vases, if you will, different vases that I have. I've got all kinds of little vases that I've had over the years. And then if you can keep your eye open for little vases like this, they really work out. For little flowers that maybe break, or, you know, their little noses drop down and there's not much of a stem, and you put them right in there. So what we're going to do with these flowers, I'm going to take them out of this basket. I better put it here. And you know, when you start putting flowers into vases, you know that you have to remove all the leaves. You can't have any leaf in the water because it makes the water too mucky. Now you could take a little vase like that. I want to give you an idea of several different vases and things that you can do. It could be most anything. Most anything. I took all the, now this is a tall one, so I'm going to put it in that vase. And we could just go along and have such fun. And you can make a little bouquet and take it to a neighbor or someone who's sick. And this will cheer them up, because you know what I call this? The happy flower. Now, I'm going to see, I might cut these, I'm going to cut this down a little bit, I can tell already, and you can make them at different levels. If you can see this vase here, I have a little one here, just like a little button flower. That's a zinnia. and it broke off and its nose dived down. Here's where they come in. So you put a little water in there and look at that sweet little thing in that vase. And so that's the idea of trying to keep your eyes open for different. I get them at uh, like the Frisbee Center. I picked up some things. Here's a cool vase. It's an owl, actually. It has a little face of an owl. So you go to those little craft places and you just, this is the fun part, right? I love cutting, of course, too, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what it can look like. Now here you have the coreopsis. Just absolutely delightful little plant. That's why I love them so much. I'm going to put this in a little, nope. See, you just kind of check it out. Let's see. That looks good in there. We'll just put it right in this for a little softening. For a little softening. And the yellow, look at the yellow in that little center. So here we have another. This is just absolutely amazing. You know, they almost remind me, and I have all the vases filled with some water. So just fill them with a little bit of water. You can always add a little later on and fill it up a little more because they really do scoop up the water quite a bit. All right, look at this pretty. Can you zoom in on? I come in close on some of these. They're just delightful. There. Okay, here's the cosmos. Such a delightful and soft little flower in a tiny little vase. And just a tiny little vase. Here's a toozy I have, so I'm just going to split it. I'm going to put one in there and one in there. So look at this. This is total sweetness, you see? Just delightful. That's the fun you can have with zinnias. I hope you enjoyed our little visit. I hope it calmed your spirit and brightened your day. See you in the garden. Pretty little vases, sweet little zinnias. Have fun.